Thank you so much, Shakun. You've always been very kind. You praise me too much, which I also come to my other side of it, probably from you. You give me a very good color to my personality. So I have to keep on meeting you to get my confidence high. Anyway, thank you so much. That's for a friend who's been there with me for past 45 years, if I'm not mistaken. I would like to start this like any other thing with a Mangalacharan so that my Gurudev is with me guiding me when I don't do anything. So I'm starting my Mangalacharan with my salutations to our Guru, and of course to salutations to Radhaji, and salutations to my Vrindavan finally. All of them have been very, very, very instrumental in whatever I have got today. I'm starting with my Mangalacharan. Vishwam darpana drishyamana nagari tulyam nijantargatam pashyan atmani mayaya bahirivot bhutam yatha nidraya ya sakshat kurute prabodh samaye swatmanamevadvayam tasmai shri gurumurtaye nama idam shri dakshinamurtaye tapta kanchana gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye. Namah Parvati Pataye Har Har Mahadeva. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha Shri Saraswatye Namaha Shri Sadgurave Namaha. Jai Jai Shama Jai Jai Sham Jai Jai Shri Vrindavan Dham Jai Jai Shama Jai Jai Sham Jai Jai Shri Vrindavan Dham Pavan Radha Tero Naam Pavan Shri Vrindavan Dham Pavan Radha Tero Naam Pavan Shri Vrindavan Dham Nritya Gopala Anand Kand Sadguru Swami Akhandanand Purnanand ke Anand Sadguru Swami Akhandanand Akhandanand ke Anand Mere Sadguru Swami Vimalanand Mere Sadguru Swami Vimalanand. So, coming to Vrindavan and talking about the love of Vrindavan. Vrindavan has always been called a Prema Bhumi, not Gyan Bhumi. Bhakti also. Bhakti se to, my language is going to be Kichdiyo, English and Hindi. So please bear with me. So, it's always been called a Prema Bhumi. Radhaji and Krishna, they are very famous for their love. So this is also called a place of love. And why? But love, again, people will just come down to the body level to think of it as a worldly love. Please. So first, to understand Vrindavan love, a little Gyan is also important. Will go hand in hand with Bhakti and Gyan. None of them can be negated and taken as one. It will be we will be making mistakes in understanding the duty of our Lord and his leelas. तो थोड़ा ऊपर उठना पड़ेगा, यानी थोड़ा सा. You don't have to know Atma, Anatma, kya hai, all those big things we don't need to know. But we do have to raise ourselves. I would say yes, थोड़ा ज्ञान के साथ. Gyan is always felt with the third eye, and that is why it is, you have to, well, close your eyes, not literally, but think with the mind of the eye. Now, with all the instruments that's given, mind is the most important and powerful instrument. Because if you don't, all the instruments will go null and void if the mind is not there. हम कहते ना, मन लगा के सुनो, मन लगा कर देखो, बराबर देखो तो देखोगे. Things like that. You see, our parents have always been, teachers have been telling, is only because of this. If the mind is not there, we all know it, that suna bhi unsuna ho jata hai. We may think we are listening, but later we do not remember anything. Dekha hua unsuna undekha ho jata hai. So mind is a very, very important thing for a sadhak. That's why there's a control your mind. अपने मन से देखो. अभी मन के आंख से देखना यानी ज्ञान की दृष्टि से देखना. ज्ञान is always internal. The practice of it, the thinking or the vichar, as they call it, the right word is vichar. Sometimes we don't get the right word in English. Vichar, they say all the time you have to be aware of what you're doing, what you're saying. There comes the mind, because it takes us in 1 second, can take us anywhere. Let's not go too much into it. So, ज्ञान की आंख से देखना यानी अंदर से. Now we are going to watch everything. We have to go internal so that be aware not to come into the physical body. Yesterday, Shakun was taking Raj Panchadhyayi. In that also, she started with the same thing. You need to go. You have to rise above your body level. Nahi to fir whole Leela will look like any other bodily thing or a worldly thing that's happening. It could be any other dance. But here, the dance is something really special. इसीलिए तत्व ज्ञान means the essence. What is the essence of it? We have to know it. But yes, I leave that much to the jnana, because when it comes, we will handle it. And then now the next thing one would have to know is, you have to go to Vrindavan with your heart and not with your mind or intellect. Again, jnana to intellect ki baat hai. Nahi, not only that. Jnana can also be a thing of the mind. So, if we think too much, ye kya ho raha hai? We will not again enjoy. Shraddha. अभी श्रद्धा का बहुत शकुन ने भी बहुत उसका प्रेस कर रही थी. श्रद्धा के बिना we will not be able to take one step further, even in the worldly things, they say. If I don't have faith in my cook, I will not eat the food that is made. If I don't have faith in the barber, I can never go for a haircut. Things like that. Shraddha to we need even in bhautik things. So Bhagwan ko samadhne ke liye, Shraddha is utmost important. If we do not take faith in the scriptures or what our great gurus and our the speakers tell us, we will not be able to go 1 inch further. Pehla, let's listen to it with Shraddha. Then how it flowers itself into a beautiful Leela of Bhagwan will come only then. So let us listen to it with Shraddha. That's very important in the beginning. And then we come to now Radhaji, the main person in Vrindavan, not Krishna. I did not know. I was always Krishna, 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 Krishna. Knew there is Radhaji hai, but her importance is even more than Krishna for Krishna's love. I came to know after reaching Vrindavan. Everywhere, you all know, it's Radhe, 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 Radhe. I was wondering कि कृष्ण भगवान का नाम भी कोई नहीं ले रहे, वो भी है, लेकिन नाम तो राधा जी का ही हो रहा है. What is this? So I would ask Gurudev, क्या राधा रानी का तो जिक्र even in भागवत में है नहीं. How do we know Radha ji? How do we come to know her? Without that, they say finally you are not really reached anywhere. So Gurudev would just say, "Ha, Radha, तुम ही राधा हो." Because Gurudev, I said, "नहीं, I want to understand." He said, "Only when you want to know, you will inquire and you will come to know. Somebody telling is not going to help you. You have to go yourself." फिर हो गया. So many years passed. I did Radha Satsangam. Whatever the Bhagavad was telling, do Ras Panchadi, बहुत करती थी कि भक्ति तो आवे, पहला भक्ति आएगी तो आएगी राधा जी आएगी तो आएगा कृष्ण. और when we know both of them, then only we know our Gurudev. I taken a whole thing in Dubai for a month and how they all culminate into one, how it is Advaita. So but that goes very long. So in this talk, I'll just try to put them in a nutshell as much as we can. So now to know this, who is Radha ji? Radha ji hai kya? Maharaj Yakananand ji, when I say Maharaj ji Vidal, he said Radha ji is Brahma Gyan. है बात कर रहे प्रेम की, इधर हो रही उसका स्वरूप पता, she is Brahma Gyan. But in India we give a form to everything. There's a human form given to everything. तो राधा जी ब्रह्म ज्ञान कैसे हो गई? So राधा जी के बिना, without the ज्ञान, how do you know Brahman? That's why her importance is there. Okay. In simple words, then we have to say Radha ji is कृपा की मूर्ति, प्रेम की मूर्ति. प्रेम यानी unconditional acceptance of anyone that goes to her. This is not conditional acceptance. Nobody can then go.
I think she's frozen. Yeah, so until she comes back, she's talking about Radharani and how Radharani is Brahma Gyan. And I would really like to add that what is Brahma Gyan? It's the ultimate of love, because very often God has been actually described as love incarnate. And also I have heard that Radha is very important, because when you go, before going to Krishna, you need to go to Radha so that she cleanses you. I am told that supposing you go to Krishna and say, "Mujhe bhakti de do," but your vessel is not clean. Your vessel is dirty, because that's what you are. So what I am told, that before going to Krishna, Radha is there giving you a clean vessel where to take Krishna in. And I thought that was very beautiful, because, you know, if a vessel is dirty, then jo bhi aayega usme, it will become dirty again. So I love that comparison जो उन्होंने बताई हमारे राधा के बारे में, कि before going to Krishna, she is giving you a clean vessel, like she cleans you up. And then, you know, even in Christianity, there is this thing that you go for confession, you cleanse yourself, and then you can take Jesus in. Then you kind of take, you know, that Eucharist, I think it's called, where they say that's the body and of Christ. But you have to cleanse yourself first, and that is what is confession in the Catholic world, confession and communion. So in this, imagine our Radha giving us a clean vessel so that whatever you get from Krishna is complete. So yeah, and that is what Vrindavan is. If you go with a vessel, you'll come back pretty sad about everything. And then again, if you look at Radha's love, it was so unconditional, so unconditional. It was kind of, I mean, tum mere saath raho to bhi theek hai, na raho to bhi theek hai. And I always remember this particular ghazal, which I love, कि तुम मुझे भूल भी जाओ तो ये हक है तुमको, मेरी बात और है, मैंने तो मोहब्बत की है. This was Radha. कि तुम मुझे भूल भी जाओ, it's got nothing to do with you. It's my love for you which is important. And this is the way which, as a mother's love, it comes closest. But no love comes as close as Radha Rani. And if you notice Dhara, when you say Dhara, and you say Dhara, 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 it becomes Radha. So that is Radha Rani. And if you go to Vrindavan, nobody says Jai Sri Krishna. There it is. The meeting is Radhe Radhe. Everywhere. Jahan bhi jao Vrindavan, they will say Radhe Radhe. Radhe Radhe. And it's so much more importance given to, in fact, Radhe. And that is what Sita was telling you just now. Shraddha Ma was telling you that, there the importance is of Radha, love. And that is what it is. See, I mean, as a mother, we clean our children, okay? We clean the way the babies are totally dependent on us. Do we go, I mean, that is your love. And while you are cleaning the child, you are singing to him and loving him, aren't you? So, that is what comes closest. But imagine loving someone unconditionally. Imagine loving someone thinking that you are all that there is. And that is the love that one actually sees in Krishna. And Radha, also another thing, when Radha cried, oh, there's Sita Ma is back, but let me finish this. When Radha cried and said, when Radha cried and said to Krishna, why are you going? Don't go. Don't leave me and go. And at that time, Krishna told Radha, lekin I will never leave Vrindavan. And those who can see, those who've got the eyes to see, can see Krishna in every dali, and even in all the other things that are, and that is what we are supposed to do with the world. Kitni gandagi hai, phir usme se phir bhi hum Bhagwan ko nikalte hain na. Sita Ma, you happen to just, you got disconnected. But Sita Ma, here we have only 2 minutes left and we will get disconnected again. I think she's got disconnected again. Yeah, so I think that's the way it is. And so maybe what we can do now is at least end this meeting and come back again, so that if she comes back again, we are back in the meeting so we can sing our bhajan for the day. And the recording will stop now in another 1.5 minutes. So I think she's got disconnected again. So what we will do is leave the meeting and come back again to this meeting, okay? All of you will come back at least for the bhajan and for the completion, yeah? So I will stop the recording and I may take a little while. You all come back and tell Sita Ma, because this recording will convert. So I may not be able to come immediately, but Radhe Radhe, and see you back in a few minutes. Please come back.